The final book of the Bible, Revelation, often strikes fear into our hearts. We picture dragons, plagues, and endless suffering. But this book was never meant to be a scary puzzle. Its very first sentence calls it the revelation of Jesus Christ. It was written to offer profound hope and a certain future to early Christians facing persecution. And it offers the same hope to us today. Revelation answers the ultimate question: who is truly in control? It pulls back the curtain of history to show us the epic conflict between good and evil, assuring us that history is marching toward a definite, glorious conclusion. The story is not about humanity's defeat. It's about God's final victory and the eternal, beautiful destiny He has planned for those who endure. The central vision of Revelation is not on earth's chaos, but on heaven's throne. The Apostle John is granted a glimpse into God's eternal courtroom. He sees God the Father seated in blinding glory, surrounded by continuous praise. This vision anchors the entire book. God is sovereign. No earthly ruler, no political power, and no disaster can disrupt the ultimate authority of the Almighty. Crucially, standing beside the throne is a figure described as the Lion of the tribe of Judah, who alone is worthy to open the scrolls of history. But when John looks, he doesn't see a fierce lion. He sees a lamb, looking as if it had been slain. This lamb is Jesus Christ. His power isn't derived from conquering armies, but from sacrifice and resurrection. The message is clear. The one who holds all power in the universe is the one who loved us enough to die for us. This is the bedrock of our hope. Our future is secured by a sacrificial, sovereign king. The remaining visions describe a brutal, ongoing war on earth. The conflict between the followers of the Lamb and the forces of evil, often symbolized by the dragon, Satan, and the beast, worldly power and corruption. Revelation describes the reality that life under human power can be chaotic and cruel. It warns against worshiping worldly idols, whether they be wealth, political power, or pride, because these powers are temporary and fundamentally corrupt. But in the midst of this darkness, Revelation calls for endurance. It encourages believers not to compromise their faith, even when facing persecution, because the conflict is already decided. The dragon is defeated by the testimony and sacrifice of the Lamb. John sees countless faithful witnesses, the great multitude, who emerge victorious, wearing white robes, shouting praises, because they have been washed clean by the blood of the Lamb. The suffering is real, but the eternal reward is certain. Our job is to hold fast to the truth and persevere in love. The terrifying visions eventually give way to Revelation's grand, climactic message of hope, the renewal of all things. When the conflict concludes, the ultimate triumph of God is revealed, not as an escape from the world, but as the renewal of the world. John sees a new heaven and a new earth. The old order, marked by pain, death, and decay, is gone, and the most beautiful promise is this: behold, the dwelling place of God is with man. He will dwell with them, and they will be His people, and God Himself will be with them as their God. This is the ultimate hope for humanity. The separation caused by sin is permanently ended. God does not just visit, He makes His home with us. The vision culminates in the New Jerusalem, a city described not as a fragile paradise, but as a stable, indestructible place of light and life. In this new world, there is no more sea, a symbol of chaos and separation. There is no more death, nor sorrow, nor crying, nor pain. The city's gate will never be shut, signifying peace and security. The very presence of God and the Lamb is the source of all light, meaning darkness has no power. This is the end game. This is the hope for humanity. a restored, safe, and eternal dwelling where we will finally see our Redeemer face to face and live in unending peace, purpose, and worship. Revelation is not a threat. It is an invitation to persevere, knowing exactly how the story ends, with the complete and total triumph of the Lamb.